Hello all of you risk takers and truth seekers to podcast life the battlefield. Today we have a special investigation. That person, it was huge influencer. But before we dig deep into this topic, how that person actually scammed hundreds of people and how low that person was gone to obtain the money. Let me share something with you. In 2022, $5.2 trillion has been wiped out of the market through the Ponzi schemes, the cryptocurrency, bitcoins, online scam, online romance scams, name just a few. Fraud, it's our reality, it's happening. But what maybe you don't pay attention when the financial situation, doesn't matter what country we are, becomes the harder and tougher, when it becomes the burden to pay the bills, when it becomes the burden to pay the mortgage. Some of you maybe pay the mistresses or, your lover. Doesn't matter. The point is, scammers come online, and scammers, they're applying what sometimes called asymmetric warfare, meaning they apply minimum of knowledge, experience, logistics to gain maximum exposure. That is asymmetric warfare. Now, in real terms, today I want to share with you how the one person used that beautiful platform, which calls the GoFundMe, to scam hundreds of people. And I will ask you a question. Do you remember when was the last time someone took advantage of you? Let's go dig deep into GoFundMe scam exposed by influencer. But not any influencer. This influencer, well, that person knows the job. Her name is Madison Russo. She's a TikToker biggest scam. A TikToker fooled thousands of GoFundMe contributors by claiming to be sick with what? The cancer. Now, what type of person you must be? I'm saying this something which is close to my heart. I lost my entire family due to cancer. Both sides, mom's sides, dad's sides. Everybody died from cancer. And you are playing that you are sick with cancer. By the way, if you know somebody who done this, put in comment section below. Let's go explore, let's go investigate. Madison Russo. Well, she claims she has the cancer. She's sick, to be precise. Online fraudsters have stolen billions of dollars in recent years, and they are using social media to do so. Because according to the Federal Trade Commission and their study, social media fraud had cost Americans $2.7 billion since 2021. $2.7 billion America alone. The government also stated that this figure only reflects a fraction of the total harm. Why? Allegedly because the majority of fraud instances go unreported. People are upset and they don't want to say how they're being taken as a fool. Last year, in contrast, Australia reported $80.2 million in losses due to social media scams. And that is a 43% rise over the previous year. We have no idea how much money has been lost due to web frauds around the world. And just to mention something to all of you, for those who don't know me, my name is Bekes. I'm the Guinness World Record holder. And I spent 20 years in military, 1,800 consecutive combat days in a war back in my home, Croatia. And after that, I work in military security intelligence services and then later in diplomatic intelligence services. And naturally, my career evolved into investigations. That being said, how I conducting all these investigations? Just a quick recap to all of you understand. This is not just something I'm throwing on you guys. I pick up from the internet. When you do investigation, you must show that you have facts, no opinions. And how I do this? Well, this is my book, Corporate and Workplace Investigations, Methodology of Crime Investigative and Interview Techniques, which I wrote with Professor Klaus Smallman. So I have a framework which I'm using to do investigations. Let's come back to this TikTok and the scam online and everything else. People will continue to fall prey to social media scams, in part because fraudsters utilize a variety of methods to locate their victims. However, while I can't justify everything, I can't. Using an illness to steal the money from others is not only wrong, but it also puts into question those people's mental health. Seriously, Seriously. Do you know what you're doing? Like, what I know from again, I'm a little bit upset because, and I should not be, or maybe I should. Let me know. When you go online, you're going to be somehow take advantage of you. People going to sell you some stuff. We can discuss this about some other times, about some other people. Today it's Madison Russo. But I'm asking you, what type of person you must be? And there's no psychiatrist who can elaborate this. That maze of the web of deception and lies and say, she's just been mistreated as a child. You don't lie. You don't go hit the people with emotional attachment, which is a cancer, that you are dying. And what people think, you're dying, let me help you. Madison Russo, yeah. She's a TikToker. And have you heard of her? Madison Russo. This is the case of 19 years old Iowa girl, US of course, accused of fabricating a cancer diagnosis in order to steal more than $37,000 from GoFundMe donors. $37,000 is a lot of money. According to Eldridge Police Department news release, Madison Russo, an Eldridge native, was charged January 23 this year, 2023, with a theft by deception, a Class C felony. According to the news release, Russo received more than $37,303 from 439 contributors on GoFundMe in 2022 after claiming that she has what? Acute Lymphoblastic Leukaemia stage 2, pancreatic cancer, and football-sized tumor that wrapped around her spine. Wait, can you imagine this? You are about 19 years old and claim to have terminal sickness. You claiming you have a terminal sickness. Do you even know what I'm saying? Through the investigation, when subpoenas for medical records were issued, it became evident that Madison had never obtained a cancer or tumor diagnosis from any medical facility in that area or any other area, because police, you get in the subpoena from the court and, judge signed the paperwork, you can access medical records. Russo put forth a lot of time and work into her alleged fraud. She allegedly shared intimate information about her supposed chemotherapy and radiation treatments on TikTok. That's where she gone. Look at me on TikTok. She says in one video, my body is fighting so hard every minute to stay alive. Although Russo TikTok account is no longer active, the app has rebroadcasted many of her videos. What she did, she shared the details about her fictional life, including facts about her illness, posted photographs, and talked about how she copes with the traumatic life events on her TikTok channel. Why I should not be emotional, but I am. My son was diagnosed in 2009 with medical condition. One of them was related to this brain condition, was epilepsy subsequently. And me or his mother never set up the GoFundMe account, and we lost everything in 2009 in GFC, home and everything else. And I know what it takes for somebody to stay brave and everything else. My son was growing up without illness. Thank God now it's healthy because he has a surgery and has a good care with the doctors here in Sydney. But would I ever go online and share my son's illness or fight or his surgery, lying people? I mean, what do you want to achieve with this? However, as I said at the beginning, I'm an investigator. I'm not a psychiatrist. But this, just by investigating and reading what she did, it's a sick person that you go beyond any imagination posting your videos about your fighting for life. Well, what she did, Madison, she set up the GoFundMe account. And as you know, that's a platform where all donations were accepted to help everybody. You can set up something for yourself. But in her case, it was for her medical bills. Naturally, many media sites wanted to report such stories. Thus, Madison told the North Scott Press in October 2022, life has been crazy. And it's a catch-22 situation. She says, if I fail, I can't succeed. If I feel like I've been utterly shaken, things are a little hazy right now. I just want you to know my game plan, she told the outlet. And right now, I don't know what it is. This is the cry for help. Let me continue. She says this. Obviously, not every day can be sunshine and rainbows, but you can't just choose to be angry at cancer, she said. It only happens to humans. Well, it happens to animals as well, but it's okay, darling. She said, I feel that if you continue to be miserable and live in depressing environment, your physical state will not improve. She confessed to the media 2 years before her cancer diagnosis that she had type 1 diabetes. I'm just trying to carry on with life, to go to school, work, and do normal things, she told the publication. My routine had certainly shifted. I spend a lot of time at home, and the treatments can make you sick and melancholic. She continued, I try to approach it with best attitude because I believe that your attitude during the treatment can play a big part in your outcome, the patient went on to say. Their prognosis was 11%, 5 years prior to the finding of the most recent tumor, 11%. I'm not sure if make it to the age of 19 to graduate from the college, get married or have a child. Meanwhile, she says, I'm intending to fight. That's her words. Every lie has a beginning and has the end. Even in her case, that is evident. You're not only one on a social media who talks about things. I always say to people, what goes on social media stays on social media. We have professional lives. We have the people who are the PR agents. We have the people who work on media on different levels and for different reasons. However, we have the ordinary people who get interest in your account, in my account, your account, and those who are watching this video, they can come and comment as well, say like, Mario, your video is good, your video is missing this, and there's gonna come people who are the investigators. In her case, who comes on her TikTok? Medical experts. Of course, because they're interested, you can't research everything just on your workplace. You're seeing around yourself. You read the books. For those who read the books, you are doing research. But then you go online. You can see what people are doing. And Madison, she just was being brought to attention to medical experts. And where else? On TikTok channel. After all, doctors are humans. And she was pointing out the various medical inconsistencies in her social media photographs. Because people believe that they know anything about cancer, and as I said at the beginning, almost all my family died from cancer. Those medical experts obviously called police because investigation was launched after police report was filed. So somebody goes to police. However, through the police investigation, police learned that when her medical equipment was depicted on her body in images shared on social media, medical professionals recognized appalling and life-threatening inaccuracies in her posts. She appeared to have taken photos from her apartment rather than a doctor's office. Furthermore, authorities discovered that some of the images published on social media came from cancer patients' website. So you're not just lying people, you're deceiving people, but you're using other cancer patients' images. What did happen? Officers executed a search warrant at her Bettenville home and obtained important evidence. During the search, authorities discovered a grey 2023 Kia Sportage, medical equipment, bank paperwork, and IV pole and feeding pump, 2 boxes of clear bandages, a wig, cash, and anti-nausea drugs in the relative's name. Outside of medical disparities and the GoFundMe page, Madison received private contributions from the other firms, NGOs, school systems, and private individuals, according to investigation. That is on the top of $37,000 she obtained on GoFundMe. Think about if you can. Think. If you can do this, Russo spoke about her cancer experience on a Project Purple podcast in Chicago. She also offered guest lectures at the St. Ambrose College and the National Pancreas Foundation. How sick you must be. So, one thing you are preying on the people with your emotional attachment, which is a cancer. So people believing you're dying, you are poor, you like life is ahead of you, and look at how you are. You have no chance to survive. 11%, according to the medical establishment, 11% is a survival rate with those cancers she listed. But yet you go on a podcast, you go on a TV shows, you go in the media, and there's a lot of cancer patients reading. They're waiting to attach themselves to that thread of offering of life. And you gone and destroyed that for them? She was offered guest lectures at St. Ambrose College at the National Pancreas Foundation. Although Madison Russo Facebook profile remains available, her other social media profiles where she detailed her cancer battle appears to be deleted. Well, surprise, surprise. And messages about the sickness have been removed or made private. According to police, Russo was arrested and brought to the Scott County Jail before being released on $10,000 bail. A Class C felony in Iowa has maximum sentence of 10 years in prison according to the state of law. 10 years is a lot for the young person. Russo's campaign was withdrawn by GoFundMe, which also barred her from using the service in any future events and returned all contributions. GoFundMe has a zero-tolerance policy for misuse of platform and cooperates with the law enforcement's investigations of those accused of wrongdoing. That's what the representative of GoFundMe shared with the media. Russo, she just not lied and deceived people. What she did, she made everybody look stupid. Everybody looks crazy because they believed she was dying. Now, how in the world she could execute that plan and carry out this type of deception? Maybe it's in the desperate attempts. I also believe that the folks that rush to help when someone's life is in danger, and I'm proud of all of them. People are helping people. I'm proud of every each of you who are helping others. Trust me. On the other hand, people have empathy, which is wonderful. It's wonderful, especially in these difficult circumstances. But can we fail victim to online scam too easily? Yes, we can, because they weaponize the words. Information. They put emotional attachment, cancer, this and that. I also left some questions for you, and I'd love to hear from your thoughts and comments. Do you have experience that somebody took advantage of you by lying, they're dying, they're sick, and you believe in that? And how did you react? So feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment, and let me know in the comment section below, what do you believe about her way, why she did this, and how she was being able to manipulate so many people. Thank you.